Today we're going exploring. I haven't been up on this ranch for a while. Years ago, I used to come up here all the time. I woke up this morning and seen that the weather was going to be nice and cool. High today is only supposed to be about 69. And the owner of this ranch is a friend of mine, and today's his birthday. So I sent him a message and I said, happy birthday. I said, hey, I still have the key to the gate. Is it all right if I come up here? He said, help yourself. Hey, Bonnie, you have a good ride? Bought me some new reins. Put my old man glasses on. What's wrong, Bonnie? Can you breathe? Take it off. Is that what you wanted? Want that thing off your head? Pretty good. He's styling now. Wait, come around. Oh, right here. Wait, come here, Timmy. Your name's Timmy, isn't it? Come here, Bosco. Go on, brother. Go on. Go on. Uno. Go on. Go on, Uno. Uno, come on. Come on. Go on. That's a good boy. Come here, Rusty. Good boy, Rusty. Rusty's a good boy. Okay, go on. Okay, come on. Good boy, Al.
Hey! Ready? Are you ready? Onward and upward, boys! Here we go!
Boys and one girl. Well, two girls, count Bonnie. But most of this ranch is all private. But I've had the key for, shoot, what, 15 years, something like that? So I was talking to his father, probably, I don't know, it's been a month or so ago, another rancher. And he had watched one of my videos and he told me about up here in these bluffs that he found some old Indian stuff. So I thought, I got a game camera and I got my hound dogs in case we cut a good lion track. Thought, well, I'll just go up there and hang another game camera and explore those bluffs a little bit. They're pretty cool. I've been around in them quite a bit. Got Mrs. Bonnie with me. Here we go. Let's ride. Biggest problem with this country is the wind blows a lot up here. It's like that guy said, does the wind always blow that way? I said, no, sometimes it blows the other way. Anyway, see that tall knoll? See if I can point out. See that tall knoll, the very highest one up there? It's where the second lion that I'd ever seen or caught was there. It wasn't with my hounds, it was with a friend of mine's hounds. The first lion I caught, I was calling coyotes for my stag hounds. And I caught that lion out in the desert. All the dogs getting ready. There's a water tank right up here. Right over this ridge, there's a little bit of open country. There's a fence and a gate. Dogs ran a couple rabbits. Dogs sure act like they think there's something up here. That's a pretty good stock tank right there. Guys, they got him. They tackled one. I was sitting there at the stock tank looking, and there goes Joe, and he's got him, and I think they got him over here. No video of the course, but maybe we'll get some of the fight. We're on our way. Oh, they got him. They got him. They're right over there. They got him. Look at Rat. He's right on him. Good dog. Oh, what the hell is it? It's a damn mountain lion. But anyway, we started that line down here in the bottom, and a friend of mine, he had a really good hound. We started it, and he started trailing up the side of that mountain, and we went up a ways. We weren't sure we were on the right end of it. We got up on top. It's about 2 saddles down that way. And we got up on top, and he said, oh, you better go back and get his tracker. So he took off to go get his tracker. And that was back in the days, all he had was a beep beep, you know, beep beep collars and telemetry tracker, I guess is what you call it. Anyway, I stayed up there with that dog. And I watched that hound trailing that lion. It absolutely ruined me. It was one of the funnest things I've ever done. Anyway, we trailed that lion around to the top of that bluff right up there. And there was a cave hole there. And the dogs just quit trailing. She was just kind of milling around. And I told my buddy, I said, this country, we ought to be able to just look and see where that lion is, because she can't be that far in front of us, or he. It was a nice tom. And I went crawling around on the bottom side of one of those bluffs, and I heard I crawling down below that cave, and that was it. I say a cave, it's just really a little crack hole. And I heard that lion go, oh, what's wrong? No, I scared her. Thought it was a snake, huh? Anyway, that lion's still alive up here. Let me just put it like that. He's still making well, no, he's probably died of old age by now. No, I'm sure he's died of old age by now. That ruined me. I went and got my own dogs after that. One of the hardest things I've ever tried to do in my life. Look at those up there. Those are cool. I've rode those before years ago. But I'm not going to go that way today. I'm going to go back up here. That old place right there always gave me the creeps. They say and this is just kind of a story. They say that a crazy guy lived in there for a long time, and that they had some kids, and these kids were, what do you say? How do you say it right? Slow. They were mentally slow, and that he was, I guess, molesting them or something. Now, that's a story I heard. I don't know if it's true or not. We're going to go right up through there, up through that saddle, and then turn right. Once we top out, turn right and go up behind these bluffs right up in here. And I apologize before we get there, but the wind's going to be blowing hard when we get up in there. I got to watch out in here because this is just a regular old trash pile. Wire and all kinds of things that might get you, or might get Bonnie. Watch your step, Bonnie. What is it? What is it? Watch out, Timmy. Timmy, Timmy, what is it? It's a deer leg. Tied up right there. Let's go explore right around this little rock knob here. See if we can find anything interesting. See if we can get out of this wind a little bit. Booger's over there telling me there's a lion over there. We'll have to go see. I do owe him that. They got one big old flat rock down there they can bark on. They can't move it off of that. I'm gonna go up here and look around. Little escape route right up through there. Think he's in here, or do you think that's just old? I think it's old myself. I need to move him down the mountain, but I'm gonna try to put a game camera right here. Come back and check and see what we got here in about a month, maybe 2, maybe sooner. You got company? Stacked up in there. I bet there was a wall right there one time. Pretty cool spot. Weird, one bite of that. Don't slip. This place can be really, really bad with rattlesnakes too. It's kind of cold for them, except on this sunny side. They'd be laying out sunning themselves. Come on, booger! Yeah. I believe it's lunchtime. Show you what we're gonna do. Stay there, Bonnie. I'm gonna go around this corner. Try to get out of this wind. It's not bad right here, but I bet it'll be real nice on that other side. No! Tell you what, guys. This getting old isn't for sissies. Just next month I'll turn 63 years old. And let me tell you what, there's nothing I like better than being out on my mule and riding in wild country with my hound dogs, huh, Rusty? Come here, Rusty. But that old chair is getting a little too comfortable sometimes in the morning. My back's been hurting me. I got, what do they call it? My sciatic nerve. My right foot goes numb. My legs hurt. It hurts all the way down my back, down into my ankles and my feet. Go on, go on, go on. But once I'm out of that chair, and once I'm out here, I'm good to go. I get a little sore every now and then, but I'm all right. Just got to keep that motivation in the morning to go, to get up and go. Sometimes it's difficult. And to top things off, I meant to make me a hot cup of coffee, but I forgot any matches or a lighter. Usually I have lighters and matches stashed all over my saddle in the cantle bags, or then in the saddle bags, and then I usually have some in my pockets. I cleaned out my saddle bags and I cleaned out everything, and I didn't put the matches back in there, or the lighter. Usually they're lighters. And I don't have anything to light this thing with, and it doesn't have an igniter on it. So it's pretty warm. I'm gonna have me a cold cup of coffee. But a friend of mine, I think I said it in a video earlier, but a friend of mine contacted me, and he has a coffee company, and he said he could get my own brand made of coffee, and he wanted to know if I wanted to have that done. And I said sure. So he sent me all kinds of samples of coffee, and I picked out a blend that I like, and we're gonna offer it here on the channel. We don't. This is just a medicine bottle, a pill bottle. I don't have any packaging for the coffee yet. So as soon as I get that done, we're gonna offer it here on the channel. I love my coffee. I usually like it hot, but I'll try it cold today. I need some caffeine, man. Stop. Hey, that's not bad at all. Not bad at all. It's not strong enough for me yet. Yeah, I'd like to keep doing this until I'm about 90 years old. My dad's 90 years old. My mom's 89. So I got some pretty good genetics going for me. My dad still drives and goes and does everything. Still not quite strong enough. I like my coffee so strong that it'll grow hair on your elbows. Like my coffee, like my women. Strong booger. Hey, booger bear. Booger bear. That's just about right. Woo! It's nice on this side of the mountain. On that side of the mountain, it's terrible. Too windy. Oh, my light's still on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is hot. I didn't have to heat it up. It's a cabbage stew my wife made me. What do you think, Booger? You're a good boy. No. This is mine. Go find that lion. You know, I've been able to do this thing quite a bit. Probably more than most people that had to work. Like, I had my own business for years. You know, and I was raised where you had to work. I mean, when I graduated from high school, I had an opportunity to go to college. I had a scholarship because I was a livestock judge. I was a state champion livestock judge in FFA, and then I think I was like 7th, I think, in nationals. I went on stage right after Jimmy Carter. Anyway, but I'd had enough school. I said, man, I don't want to go to school anymore. So you go to work. And that's what I did. Married my first wife when I was 19 years old. I think I was 19. I might have been 18. No, I was going, booger, no. Go on. No. And I worked. And I mean, and because my dad owned the company, but I was always taught, you go where the work is. You go where the work is. And that's what we did. We went where the work was. I spent almost a year on and off in Fort Riley, Kansas, or Fort Riley base there in Kansas, by Junction, Kansas. And worked all over the place, all over, like I said, wherever the work was, wherever the money was, that's where we had to go. But now I have the opportunity to do this a lot more. And I need to make sure I stay healthy enough to keep doing it. And the best way to stay healthy is stay out here doing it. It's good exercise. I don't drink. I will take a shot of whiskey every now and then while I'm out in the mountains. I camped out around the campfire. I love to have me a little shot of whiskey. And I like to smoke my pipe on occasion. I like a good cigar. You got to do something. And most of the time I eat pretty healthy. Stay away from processed foods. Although I haven't ate very good in the last couple of weeks. I've been on a binge. I love chips and salsa. Woo. And chips are terrible for you. No, I can see that look in your eye. No. Why? It's soup. You can't have any. You don't like cabbage anyway. Rusty, you're just such a good dog. Come here. You come closer. That's close enough. Not you. No. Rest, Al? That was good. It said, oh, no. I don't got nothing for you. No. Yeah, you can't have hot coffee. Cold coffee is the next best thing. You guys are worthless. This would be a pretty good hideout right here. This tree blocking your way and big rock right there and this big bluff behind you. See everything coming for miles around. It's funny, on this side of the mountain, there's no wind. The other side, you can't hardly hear yourself talk. Wind's blowing so bad. What do you think? I think we'll go on out. Where I cut myself. Go on out and go down in the canyon. Maybe we'll stay out of the wind down there and loop all the way back around this big mountain. All right, boys. If I sit here any longer, I'm going to take a nap. Then I'll get all stiffened up. Decided I am going to go ahead and put that camera up. I'm going to set it back up over in that first saddle I was looking at. It's a pretty big funnel. I bet all the game in here walks through it. And then I got this I told a guy earlier it's called critter getter, but it's not. It's called fur finder, and it makes a distress sound. So I'm gonna set it up over there. I found some batteries, got it working. I'm gonna set it up along with the camera, and then we'll come back here in, I don't know, a month or so and see how it does. Maybe. Oh, and the tie rope or tie that I had for it was all dry rotted, so I'm gonna have to take my string off my hat and use it to tie it up. I think I can. We'll see. Try to put it right here on this rock. That should work, huh? Another day well spent in country that still feels wild, untouched, and there's secrets hidden in these hills. It's not bad down in this canyon. Pretty nice, really. Almost hot. But I'd rather be up there on top. I found some old ruins. Not sure exactly what they were, but I believe they were some old Indian ruins. I set up a game camera. I might just catch a glimpse of what roams out here when nobody's around. I forgot my lighter and matches, so the coffee is cold, but out here cold coffee is better than no coffee at all. Just sitting here with a cup, watching the hills stretch out, eating my lunch. Sometimes that's all a man needs. Of course, I brought my hounds too. Figured there's always a chance of cutting across a good lion track, maybe trailing him up, and if I'm lucky, treeing him. That's what I gotta watch out. Came out of the canyon, gonna go over the top and down into the next canyon. Right over there. I've ridden these hills plenty of times before. Though it's been a while, they sure bring back memories. The kind that seem to linger in the air, waiting for you to ride through and remember. So here I go. I'm riding out, leaving the day behind and the wild back to itself. Till next time, when the trail calls again, I hope you watch. That's Clara. She's the only female here. But she identifies as a male. Her pronouns are he, him. Huh, Clara? There's a Frigidaire. Bonnie's walking on iron again. Got a call yesterday. They sent me a picture. They had a picture of 2 lions right over there on those rocks. And this is a rancher that has this. He runs some cows out here. And so I came out yesterday afternoon. It was, shoot, it was probably 2:30, 3 o'clock when I got out here. And I just come out in the buggy and on foot, and I brought those female dogs, and they trailed those lions, and even though we were, what, 16 hours behind them, something like that, and it was 92 degrees, and yeah, it was tough conditions, and the wind was blowing. Trail it up out of the canyon, but on the side of this bald hill they can bark a little bit. They're not doing a whole lot of trailing. Lions are over there somewhere. Water down there. They're probably back over there in those knobs right now as we speak, but it's already 4:30. So where are they going to get up and go to tomorrow? It's tough country. You can trail in it, but you can't trail very fast. I decided to go down this chute just so I could look back up the mountain, because we trailed right here and then it just died. So I don't know if the dogs just got tired or what happened, but I'm gonna climb down through here. I can come out right down there, and then if I don't pick nothing up, I'll circle around and go back to the buggy. The only thing that bothers me is you have to kind of use your hands, and the dogs didn't go before me, so I worry a little bit about rattlesnakes. You know, sticking your hand down in a hole and there being a snake in there, or reaching over your foot over a ledge and there being a snake there. So far, so good. So we trailed all the way to that mountain right over there. And I climbed up on top of it and I circled around. We lost it on the other side. When I come back, there's a pool of water right down here. Right up here somewhere. Ah, see, that lion had been there too. And those dogs hit the track again and they started trailing out towards those bluffs. So I figured it's going to get hot. So I just figured I'd bring the mules out today, get an early start, bring these dogs out here, and see if we can circle this country. Brought a pack mule, Mr. Clyde, so I could pack water and some stuff for these dogs in case it gets hot and I have a hard time getting them back in. There is that pool of water there, but it's pretty close to the truck. But if I get way back there on the other side of this thing, I might need to, give them some water just to get them back. Also, in case we're still trailing and they overheat a little bit, I can give them water, try to cool them out. It's a beautiful day. And these mules need road. Man, that's a neat canyon. Look at that. I don't think Bonnie likes these rough, rolling, round rocks in here. She start paying attention to where she puts her feet. See, I trailed up to the top of that one and then down on the side there a little ways. And then I lost it, and then when I was going out, I hit that water, and they trailed out of that water back towards these little bluffs right here. But then it got late. So I figured I'd just kind of split this country in half and just go through all these little hills and bluffs and little canyons. See what I can find before it gets too hot. Wind is supposed to blow really, really hard this afternoon. They're getting after something. I don't know what it is. I got my suspicions. But we came off the top right there down and across this canyon. Where you been? Go over there with them. Go help, Rusty. Go over there. Go on. Booger and Uno and Timmy and Jack even. No, there he goes. He's running forward. See, that's Massacre Peak right there. The Butterfield Trail goes right to the left, to that side of it. Comes up through those flats right there. Kind of comes over these little rolling hills. Those dogs are still trailing. But it's going to get hot if we don't figure out which way that lion's going. I'm calling them on. We're gonna go down there to that little well. Get them a drink of water and then circle around. It's gonna start getting hot here in just a little while. There's a Frigidaire. Watch out for rattlesnakes, guys. have a little bit of brunch. Haven't heard no rattlesnakes, so I think we're all right. Looks like a good place to eat lunch. Amen. Red chili. Looks good. It is good. And when I ride the Butterfield Trail, since there's a little 2-track road to it, I can put me a little stash up here. I want to, along the way, at certain places that I have access with the truck or the buggy, I'll haul in some extra feed and stuff for the mules. Because this would probably be my second or third day at this location. I think it's going to take me 8 days to do it. I don't plan on staying at anybody's house or anything. It's going to be total camping, just like they did back in the old days. Except I will stash feed along the way, just because I don't want my mules to suffer too much. We better head on out. Wind's going to start blowing really, really hard today. It blows out here all the time anyway, but it's going to blow especially hard today. There's some big old bluffs back over there. Some ridges. Drops down into that flat country. So I think I'll ride right up and then ride the top and ride the edge of those bluffs best I can. See if I can get anything started over there. All right, here we go. Oh man, noises. They hit a track going off down that big canyon, and wouldn't you know, it's right where there's a fence. My mule's tied up to a tree right there. Not treed, but they're trailing a lion. They're right up there. So I just go on foot, or do I go back, get back on the mules and ride that fence down that line? See if I can find a gate. If I knew how far they were going to go, if they go clear to that mountain over there, I'd be better off finding a gate. But if they just trail around and go down in this canyon, be better off just following them on foot. They're not going anywhere fast is my problem. But that's a lion. That is the lion. Just not real sure what to do. got my fencing pliers, I could build my own gate, take it down, put it back together, but that's a lot of work. I hate to do that. I think I'll go get my mules and ride that fence line that way, because that way I can come right back around to where they are. And I'm almost sure there'll be a gate over there somewhere. I just hope they don't catch it before I get to them. Back on the mules, see if I can find a gate down here somewhere. I hope so. Little effort. No gates. I talked to the rancher. He said just come up here and take it down somewhere, and he'd come back and fix it. So I think down in the bottom of that water gap, where that canyon ran through there, I think I can take it down. I'll probably be able to build it back up myself, because it wasn't in very good shape down there anyway. I didn't take down the fence. They all scattered, and then Jack came back to me right away, and they were all scattered all over the mountain over there. Booger's finally coming back. So I'm going to get up on top and ride that windy ridge all the way back. It's already getting hot. Everybody's trying to shade up. Maybe next time. So many people really don't understand. There's a rhythm to the chase, something ancient and alive, like the pulse of the wilderness itself. It's not born of hatred or malice. No, this isn't about a war with the mountain lion. It's about understanding, about honoring the dance that nature itself has choreographed. We follow the hounds because they are creatures of instinct and purpose, bred through the generations to chase the unseen, to read the wind, the earth, the stories hidden in their tracks. There's a purity in it, a connection to something primal, something that moves beneath the surface of who we are. When a hound casts its nose to the ground, it's more than just a pursuit. It's a communion with the land, with time, with the wild spirit of the desert. We follow them because through their eyes we see the land as it truly is, untamed, unforgiving, and achingly beautiful. It's not about the lion, not in the way some might think. The lion is a symbol of wildness, a shadow that reminds us that there is still mystery in the world. We don't follow to conquer, to claim a prize. We follow because in that moment we are no longer ourselves, but a part of something greater, something that stretches back to the first of dawn. Through the hounds we are led into places few have touched, places where the world feels endless and time slows down. We follow because every trail they lay their nose to carries with it the scent of adventure, of wild places, and of freedom. It's not the end of the chase that drives us, it's the journey itself. The miles covered, the valleys crossed, the ridgelines crested. It's in these moments that we find our place in the world. Following hounds is a way to hear the land speak, to feel the heart of the wild beat and rhythm with our own. This isn't about dominance or trophies. It's about understanding why we're drawn to the wild, why we follow, and why, like the hounds, we return time and again to these wild places, chasing not only the lion's trail, but a piece of our own untamed spirit, freedom. Come here, fat Lori. Oh my goodness. take that off. I'm gonna sit on the other side in the shade. It's too hot out here on this side. So I decided this morning would be a good time to bring Clyde out. Or Cody, whatever you want to call him. He's supposed to be a gentle mule. He don't trust me yet. He thinks I'm gonna hurt him, or he acts like I'm gonna hurt him. I'm not gonna do the same thing I did with Bonnie. I'm just gonna climb on him and we're gonna go. You know, this is the Saturday after the 4th of July. The 4th of July was on Thursday, and we had a get-together at my house. We invited family over. My mom couldn't make it. She's hurt her back. She's 89 years old, so she had to stay home. But my dad came, and then my niece and her husband and their baby. Of course, my wife was there and everything. We had hot dogs and hamburgers and watermelon, traditional, you know. And typically of my dad, he's 90 years old. He got there early. So my dad's sitting there, and he doesn't know anything about the internet. He doesn't know anything about YouTube or Netflix or any of those. And so we sat down in the chairs. I turned on the TV, and I asked him, I said, what do you want to watch? Anything you want to watch. Old Western, whatever you want to watch. I think I can find something that'll suit you. He couldn't think, and I put it on YouTube, and I was kind of thumbing through YouTube because sometimes you can find some old gun smokes or something like that, rawhide, you know, wagon train, whatever, on YouTube. And I came across that, it's like a documentary film called Unbranded.
Good judgment comes from experience, and experience comes from bad judgment.
I'm not ready to buy a house and get married and have kids yet. You know, I want to have fun and do some crazy adventure like this one.
Oh God, send me no. Things are going to go wrong.
I'm planning on bringing him out.
When I'm down day, do whatever the hell I want.
Well, you can do a lot of things, but you can't do this. And this is for crazy people, really.
It's where a guy named Ben Masters and a bunch of his friends, they rode from Mexico to Canada. They went up through Arizona and up north. Anyway, I stopped and I clicked on. I hadn't watched it in a long time. I watched it when it first came out, and I clicked on it and started watching it, and my dad's watching it, and he doesn't hear very good, and he has hearing aids, but he still doesn't hear very good. It's like he told me one time. I said, Dad, I don't like to yell at you, but you don't hear anything I say. He said, well, you don't really have anything to say that I want to hear. But anyway, we got to watching, and he really, really enjoyed it. He was watching and everything, and he kept saying over and over again, he kept saying, oh, it brings back memories. And because he used to pack, you know, him and his buddies, and like I said that in another video, you know, and that's kind of what got me started. And I used to hear, of course, I packed in with him a few times, not a whole lot, but a few times. And then I heard the stories of the old men that he packed with, you know, Shorty Page, Mort, Stewart, I can't remember all the names now, but all these old cowboy names. And then I had a little short video of him, you know, when they did pack into the wilderness. And anyway, these guys, it's a really good film. If you get a chance, I'll put a link to it down the bottom. Watch it. It's a really good film. They did a good job. They for the first part of the trip, they had a support vehicle because there's not much water in southern Arizona, so they wanted to do it right. And they did it all on Mustangs, on wild Mustangs. They captured these Mustangs and they broke them and trained them. They had some professional help. And anyway, it's a good story. And I was sitting there thinking while my dad, you know, sitting there saying memories, you know, and I'm thinking how much time I've been wasting. Just, I don't know why, you know, I just got, you know, Agnes and everything going. Jet Johnson got old, Jenny died, and then Agnes died. just kind of left, kind of flat-footed, I guess. And so I finally found these mules, and Bonnie's doing good. And we're going to start working with Clyde. I don't need him to do much, carry a pack. And they say he's real gentle, and that if you're on another mule going, that he'll go with the other mule. So I can, you know, my grandson, or even if my wife, I doubt she'll want to go, but even if she wants to go, I can let him ride Clyde. We'll see how gentle he is today. Anyway, I was thinking about that. Then I went and I pulled up some of my old videos. I ran into a buddy of mine at Tractor Supply one day, and this was in, I think, 2012 or 13. And he's a cowboy guy, and he likes to ride, and we got to talking. I said, man, he said something about going into the woods, because I was living in the mountains at that time. He said, man, I'd like to pack in and do this and that, and he has some pack equipment and everything. And now we got together and we said, all right, let's make a plan. The first year we left right out of my camp, and we rode, I don't know how many miles it was. We rode all the way around and came out. I forget how many miles it was. I think it was 3 nights. And we ended up at Doc Campbell's there in the Gila Wilderness. What we did is we went through the Aldo Leopold Wilderness, broke across and came out through the Gila and dropped down to Doc Campbell's. It's a little outpost or grocery store, hot springs and stuff there before the cliff dwellings. And then it was after that we planned the big trip. What we did, and I made another video of it, but I back then I didn't do a real good job of filming, and I didn't do a very good job of editing. But we started out, we had a friend of ours, or a friend of his especially, I knew the guy, that drove us all the way up to the other end of the wilderness, up to a place called Willow Creek. And we got there, it's a long drive, we got there that afternoon, we built a fire and everything, we sat there and camped. Got up, drank a little whiskey.
We're gonna make the dog. We're gonna make a dog whisperer trainer.
The one thing you never want to do, ever, is give those dogs people straps. Just don't ever fucking make that mistake.
Oh, really?
Just don't do it. She eats dry food when it's time for her to eat. Otherwise, you fucking make her lay down.
There we go.
Can't even tell we're being videoed.
Huh? Cheers.
Cheers.
I can lighten it up.
In post. Man, that is a good cigar. And we did this in December, and we sat there and got all our pack outfit set up and packed out, and the friend left, and me and Juan took off, and we rode down into what they call the Middle Fork. Well, that might sink off on you. It's frozen. From Willow Creek, we're breaking down into the Middle Fork after being lost for a while.
Off and on, huh?
Off and on. And the first night we took some steaks, I think it was, and we cooked those, and we'd pack those steaks in the panniers with the pellets that we fed our mules or our horses. He packed 2 horses and I packed 2 mules. I had Jet Johnson, Agnes, and a mule I called Jenny. And I got those steaks out, and they were green. They were still in the plastic, but they'd turned green from the pellets. Having steaks tonight. Juan said if you cut the green off, it won't make you dead.
That's right.
It does look nasty. It's our first night's pack camp. First night in. We're down the Middle Fork. I think we did about 12 miles yesterday. Low last night was 14 degrees. Or not 14, it was 18. Low night before last at Willow Creek was 12. I slept pretty warm. I didn't have any problems. It's 23 degrees now. The sun's starting to come up. Moonbeam over there, the bay horse, he kind of got a stomach ache. And then Rooster, he looks like a blue roan horse to me. He got a stomach ache this morning, so mules are doing good. We let them graze for, oh shoot, I bet a couple hours last night. And there's lots of, you can see there's lots of grass in here. So that was good for them. And they ate their pellets. So another day we're going to try to make it to Jordan Hot Springs today. So that's it.
Fine job. Sure, driving there?
Yes, sir.
We've done a fine job.
Anyway, we took off and went down and the trail was washed out down there, and we ended up in a really, really bad spot, and had to lead the mules down through there and the horses down through there. It was bad. It was kind of dangerous. The camera doesn't do it justice, but man, it was straight off on the side and washed out and everything. And
this is a good part of the trail too.
oh man, I hope it's like this all the way down.
Hey, it sounds scary, that water, doesn't it?
Kind of made a ledge there good
Yeah.
by hitting it. Oh, cat. Down, 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 down. Watch out, Juan. He's going. I think old Agnes did about the best job, didn't she? Even better than the little black mule. I trust the little black mule. I've seen her do some amazing things. Oh, look at her back leg bleeding. You mean untie Moonbeam?
Yes.
Man, I ain't going on that. That edge, all you have to do is take one step and I'd be history. Pay attention to what you're doing, Sarley. No, no, watch it, Lon. No, 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 watch it, Lon. Just go right, get to that other side somehow. Here, I'll give you Moonbeam. I'll grab, I got my mules tied up already, so. We finally got through there. Beautiful ride though. The Middle Fork's a beautiful canyon to ride through. Big bluffs and, you know, pillars on each side and the rivers running through there. It's a beautiful place. We got down there and we were looking for a place called Jordan Hot Springs. And we got down there and we couldn't find it and everything. We got tired. So we set up camp. And we thought, well, we must have missed it. It must have been, you know, up the river a ways, and we just rode past it. We got everything packed up and everything and tied down and rode about 15 yards down the river, and there it was, the hot springs. And that's what we want to do, is get in the hot springs. Did you wash your face?
Yeah. Yeah, like $1 million. They're big, huh?
Yeah.
I remember you could swim in them. Big, huh?
We camped how far from this?
About a quarter mile.
If that far?
That far.
It was just right across the way.
I mean, across the river one time.
Yeah, we crossed. I'll be dang. Cool.
That's a lot more that's coming out. There's a lot more water right here than it does at the top where it's coming out, doesn't
It does, huh? It's supposed to be real good for your bones. Anyway, after that, we rode down. We went up Little Bear Canyon, which is a beautiful, beautiful canyon. How many times do you think we've crossed the river? 50 times? TJ, or Little Bear Canyon, TJ Corral, 1¼ miles. The Gila Visitor Center is 8 miles down the Middle Fork there. And the Meadows is 8. Well, it's either 18 or 8.5 to the Meadows. It says Little Bear Canyon is subject to dangerous flash floods during rainy season. Yeah, it's a narrow sucker, isn't it? Man.
Pretty country out here, huh?
I know it. Dropped out there by TJ Corral. Went up the highway, had to ride up the side of the highway to Doc Campbell's, and we rented a little room that night. That was our third night, I think. Third or fourth night. Third night. Rented a little room there, which is really, really nice. This was our fifth night camp. Pretty rough. We threw 3-4 shoes, so we had to bug out to a little outpost, Doc Campbell's, and get taken care of. So they had a room to rent, so that's what we did.
Hey, baby doll, how you doing this morning? Good, good. What's going on?
It was too hot. We both got hot staying inside. But it's nice to take a hot shower and have one of those. It's nice. Anyway, we're taking off for the second part today. And spent the night there, kept our livestock there at Doc Campbell's with Becky Campbell.
They cleaned up that bed. Of course, that bed's been weighing up.
Not a lot of food value to it, was there?
I like they got some green from feeding horses. Look at old cat, he's tired. Look at him hanging out that lip.
Look at that. They even have kennels for the dogs. And then after that, we rode right out of there, rode up on top. We got a cheater back there. Where did we go? Oh, we went down. Remember, we crossed, I think it was the East Fork River. This is the East Fork. And where did we spend the night? Oh, we had a dry camp that night. We had stashed there off of North Star Road. They're on Diamond Creek, I think it was. We had drove up there like the week before and stashed a barrel with some more supplies in it. There's some elk back up there on that ridge and there's trees. Easy, easy. Just barely, there they go, they're moving up now. This was where our stash was. Documenting it. Mainly feed for the mules and the horses. He rides some nice horses. And that's right, we got to there after dark. It was a long day. Our plan was the whole time to ride from Willow Creek, cut all the way across the Gila, then cut across the Aldo Leopold Wilderness, and come out at my place there on North Percha, which is in the Aldo Leopold, or in the what we call the Black Range. It's over there by Hillsboro, between Hillsboro and Kingston, and back to the north there, northwest. And that was our plan. But anyway, we dry camped, didn't have water for the mules or horses that night, and it got late, and we dry camped right there. And the next morning we rode up, and the weather got bad. I mean, big old black clouds came in, and I remember that frozen rain coming, just hitting on everything. And we just kept on riding. And to this day, I don't know if I'm right or wrong. I think we got on the wrong trail. I think the trail was clean, but there was so much downfall timber on the trail we were taking. We ended up at the top of Diamond Peak. And I don't know what the elevation of Diamond Peak is, but it's way up there. And we got there after dark. And we set up. When we pack like that, we want to be fast and mobile. And we just set up a tarp. And so that's what I did, is we just strung up a tarp, not very high off the ground either. And we got our sleeping bags under there. And you know, the whole time we were there, it was cold. I mean, it was really cold. But that feeling of packing up every day and moving, you know, being nomadic, just keep moving through the country. I love that. I think that's what attracts me so much about it. A lot of guys pack, and they pack in a big old elaborate camp and set up, you know, wall tents and everything. And I've done some of that before too. But I think I like the thought of being light and mobile. And, you know, kind of a compromise, because when you pack with a mule, you can carry a lot of heavier stuff. You know, you can pack some luxuries that if you're backpacking, you don't really want to carry that stuff on your back. But you still need to be careful. You need to watch your weight, you know, what you can pull. And in the summertime, it's not near as bad, because you don't have to carry a bunch of heavy, you know, stuff to keep you warm, and you don't have to carry, if you've had some rain up in the country, you carry a little bit of oats or pellets, and then there's a lot, you can hobble your livestock at night or in the evening, and let them graze, you know. If you can find some good grass, let them graze. They can get plenty of feed that way. And, you know, and then the compromise between what luxuries you can live. Wait a minute, that's for another video. Let me know in the comments down below if you want me to make that video about gear, what I use and what I think about using, what I don't use. Maybe before I go on a trip, what I'm taking, and then after I get back from the trip, what I think was unnecessary. It's just an idea. But anyway, me and my buddy woke up that morning on Diamond Peak, and we were cold. I mean, it was cold. Cold, cold, cold this morning. Didn't get into camp until, I don't know, about 30 minutes before dark. It rained on us all day. Didn't get much video yesterday. Just that my battery went out in my Garmin. You can see. Rained on us, froze everything solid. We got wet. Well, we got soaked, really. that we strung up this tarp. Ended up sleeping pretty good, really. But it's going to be a pain getting everything packed up this morning. Pepper, come here. Anyway, this is our 7th day. Last night was our 6th night. We couldn't find the trail down. They'd only worked the trail up to here, and because of the burn scar, logs just across the CDT trail, you know, you just can't get through. So we're gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do, where we're gonna go. And the lash rope is what you use to tie your packs down. And if you put a top pack, you throw a box hitch or your diamond hitch on top. You could hold it like a board. It got so wet and then froze so hard it would just stick out straight. And then our mani tarps were like frozen with ice and everything. There was no snow on the ground. There was a heavy frost. But I never will forget that sun coming up, and we were like a couple big old lizards, man. We climbed out on those rocks and laid on those rocks. And at that time, I carried a satellite phone. We didn't have the Garmin messengers or anything, and I had a satellite phone. We both decided, said, you know, we're not that far from the North Star Road, which was on my last video. I'll put a link right here. And he said, I'll call my son, and he'll come pick me up, or pick us up on that North Star Road. We'll only have a few hour drive. And so we rode out, got down to North Star Road. What kind of trees do you think those are, Vaughn? Yeah. A fir? Yeah, maybe a fir. They came and picked us up that night. I think it was his son. Maybe it was the guy who works with him. But anyway, I sitting there listening to my dad talk about memories and thinking, you know, I'm finally in a position where I can go do some of that stuff that I love to do. And I don't want to waste any more time. I want to start doing it. And I'll film it. Bring you guys along with me. I enjoy filming. I enjoy trying to share the views and what you go through and the adventure of it. And so there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm fixing to get on old Clyde over there. I'll set up the camera. If he bucks, maybe we'll have a viral video if he throws me off. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Here we go. Onward and upward. I think his mane's going to have to be roached. Oh. Not too bad. Need to adjust the cinch a little bit, tighten him up, ride him out, see how he does. He just don't trust me a whole lot. Not bad. He walks out pretty good. He's kind of watchy of me still. He don't trust me. I don't blame him. But really, he's not bad. That typical mule. They always got their own ideas about where they want to go. Like he always is listening to the right, listening to the right. Just got to keep, why you can't just point them in one direction. Them say, yeah, here's a little cow trail. Let's see if he'll just stay on a trail. Maybe if he has something to follow, he'll be all right. So here's a little cow trail. Better, lots better. It is hot today, boys. I think I did good. He might not be Bonnie, $50,000 mule, but he's not a bad mule. Not at all. So far. We might get up here and he throw a wall-eyed fit or refuse to go or lock up. All those things a mule can do. We'll see. Oh, he stops good. Oh. That's the important thing. Let's go back to the trailer, buddy. Next time we go, I'm going to be on Bonnie, and he's going to have a pack on him. We're going to see how he packs and how he follows Bonnie. They say he is best when he is following another mule, but I sure have rode a lot worse mules. I mean, he's all right. He'll work. Till next time, onward and upward. It was a good day. It was a hot day. It was a good day.